Today I want to kind of start cutting into this wires, get a lot of this junk out of here, like this right here. I want to get rid of this. I want to investigate this, where I'm going to mount that. There's some wiring up here that I don't know exactly what's up with that, so I want to kind of investigate that, see what's what. A lot of these I can start to lift up to put into my dash panel up there, so I'll probably start getting those kind of up out of my way. Cut these zip ties, get this transducer cable and all this junk out of here. So that's what I'm going to do right now, is cut these zip ties and pull a lot of this wiring out and see what we're looking like up here. So they had this like power post thing up here that had a cover on it that was powering VHF radio and a bunch of this stuff going to the electronics and all that stuff. I really don't like that. I mean, look at the size of that wire. That's what's feeding the power there. And then from there, that wire is going over and feeding all of our switches up here. See that wire kind of goes over to there, comes up in here, and that's what powers all of our switches. I mean, I'm not a big fan of having that bar there just because that's like open power. So if something touches it, even though they do have this cover on there, still not a big fan of having exposed power like that. So we might be changing that up. And then also, look, this thing's going from 6-gauge wire over to like a, or not 6-gauge, this is probably an 8-gauge wire, going over to like a 12. So not the greatest way to do something, but yeah, that's kind of what it is. I guess that's how they're powering everything. So I'm gonna need to clean that up. I don't know if I'm gonna change anything or just clean it up. I'll have to think about that. And then obviously my ground thing here, this is actually really clean. So the ground bus bar, that ground block looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna kind of clean it up, get rid of this, the VHF out of there, and probably some other things. I need to trace the rest of these and get rid of the rest of these, but yeah, this is all not really that bad except for that. I mean, look at this, that wire, you know, all that stuff just hanging on the CCM. That is no good. So we're definitely going to be changing that. I need to get this up and get some tension relief off of it. I mean, this whole bundle of wire here is like hanging on this plug. That's terrible. So just gonna keep on cutting back zip ties and seeing how things are here and getting rid of the things that are not needed. All right, so you guys are gonna like this. So here's this wire, right? Cut this out. It was just this wire here going up to the GPS, but it was all tangled up. I was able to cut it back. So we got this one wire here, right? And I'm like trying to follow it to figure out where it went, and it goes this whole big thing right here. I'm guessing is where all the rigging or most of this rigging is supposed to go into this tube right here. But yeah, it's just this one wire, and I come down here and here's this big giant thing, and the only thing in it is this. There's that one wire in that big giant bundle with nothing else in it. So, oh, and it runs all the way to the back too. Oh no. I guess maybe that's the rigging tube, I guess, but I'm gonna just take that out. That's unnecessary. And no, it's not, because look here, here's another bundle with all my wires. So I can just yank this thing out of here and get rid of it. It's just a big nuisance. It's in the way and it does nothing. So let me get rid of that next. Really quick intermission here. I know a lot of you are super familiar with most of the stuff that we've done in this project so far, but for those of you that are newer to boating and would like to understand a little bit more about these components and the terms that we use when discussing stuff and just have a better overall understanding of your boat and its components, we can help you with that with our guided boating courses in our boaters program, which you can check out at bornagainboating.com. All right, this is looking a lot better. So now I need to kind of figure out what this wire is. This orange wire goes down into this bundle, and it's not been used for a long time. I don't know if maybe that's, I mean, there's no trim tabs on the boat, so I'm not really sure what that is going to. At the same time, I kind of want to go ahead and put my dash back in just to get it. What's this? That's going up into that top there. I need to undo this and figure out what's in this. I got quite a bit of wires that go up into there and into the top here. I mean, the light's the only thing that's up here, so I don't know what else. Oh no, the speakers and the horn. That means that these wires, so this is going to be, there's two speakers right there, there's speaker wires. And what else? Orange is going to be the horn, blue is going to be a light, and blacks are going to be ground. So I'm going to have compass and the horn and two speakers. So it looks like I got to take this top, I need to pull the top down and see what's up there. All right, so I need to take this whole roof down here in order to get back there to see anything, because it's just got holes there cut for both of those. So I need to pull this junk off, so I might as well wait on the dash just so I can get this stuff here figured out. But I think most of this stuff all goes in and comes out here. I don't think any of that stuff goes in anywhere else, but a bunch of junk we got pulled out already, including that stupid ring too. I don't know why they did that. That must have been the only thing they had around. So, but yeah, let me go ahead and pull the ceiling off. Problem with the ceiling though, sometimes you can't always get these things to pop off without ruining them. So let me try and stick a screwdriver in there and see if I can get these off without ruining them. It looks like I got 6 of them up there, including this light. You know, I gotta be surprised. I did not realize how much wood is in this boat. I mean, the transom's made out of wood. This console's got big portions of wood in there. This is made out of wood. I mean, like, I am very, very surprised how much wood is in here. But yeah, I need to make sure to see if this light works or not. I need to follow my wire here. Also my compass here. Follow that wire. While I'm here, I can go ahead and take this other stuff off. I need to take this off so that way I can get to my speakers, and I might as well run my 2 speaker wires while I'm here. And the amp's going to go somewhere down here, so I'm just going to run 14.2. As long as I can get it across to here, over, down, and around, I'll bring it down and just have it kind of coiled up down here, so that way I've got enough to put the amp wherever I want the amp. But let me go ahead and just kind of button this stuff up. The compass, I need to pull the compass out and order a new one. I'm not going to pull it out. I'm just going to take this and see. I'll just order it off of that. So I'm going to take a picture of that, go in and order one of these, and that will get that going. But I need to probably go get my power probe. I mean, honestly, no, I don't need my power probe. All I need to do is turn my battery switch on, and I can test my horn to make sure that that is working. I think this is my horn. Not sure or not. I need to put my, yeah, it's a momentary switch, so that is my horn for sure. A Carling switch, which Carling's really good. Surprised it doesn't say momentary on it, but yeah. So let me go ahead and get some wire, as well as get this off of here and try and figure out a way. I might try and pin this up some way, so that way it's not like hanging so much on that wire, even though I got plenty of wire for it to hang on. But I just don't want to mess this up. I need to test that light to make sure it works even, but those look really clean, so I can leave those connectors. That's all looking good. Yeah, moving along. Look at this. Look how tight this wire is. They got this biscuit just smashed in between here. Like, I would be surprised if this thing is even working, and if it is, it's working on, I mean, that wire is smashed hard. So, oh man, we might have to do some changing up in here, because this, I might have to, well, really all I need to do is cut a slice out of the PVC board to allow it to smoothly, oh, I can feel it. Here you go. So this is some interesting engineering here. You've got the speakers through bolted with PVC backing plates, and then this piece is then screwed into here through bolted backing plates. That is some ingenuity right there. But getting this speaker wire over here is probably going to be more of a, oh no, look at this. Okay, so so this backing plate, same thing. This backing plate has been screwed with self tappers using the horn to hold it into place, which then you know, that cover screws to this backing plate, even though this one screw right here is barely even into the starboard. And they actually use starboard here, so you got expensive starboard and you got cheaper PVC board. I don't know why they chose to use the starboard there but not here. I mean, it's like kind of you'd think you would use, but they must have been using whatever they could get. Now, what do I got here? Can I, okay, that's kind of, okay, so this is glued, but all right, there's my wires. So this isn't going to be near as bad, but I am going to need to find some kind of an adhesive or glue for this to glue this back into place, is because I'm going to unfold this so I can get to these wires, because I'm going to go ahead and try and run new 14.2 to these wires, just so that way I'll be there. Get rid of this old speaker wire, lamp wire junk, and get some decent, especially this one. I mean, that is pinched, and just, I'm surprised it didn't cut the wire. So I'm probably actually gonna need some help getting these off. Somebody else is gonna have to run the screw gun out there while I hold the piece. I might, yeah, no, I have to, because I got to get the speaker out there. And now I got to hope that my Fusion's got the same screw bolt pattern, because otherwise I got to drill new holes in the PVC and reconfigure that whole setup. But this is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And then also my speaker wire comes in here, so I need to get all this undone to get the speaker wire that goes up through here. So I'm gonna have to undo that as well. So let me take a bunch of stuff apart. Electrical tape, find some glue, order a compass, take all this tape off so I can separate the speaker wire from that. I'm guessing this is good. Let me turn my battery switch on and see if this works, see if my light works. As long as those two work, then I'm good to go there. I'm guessing my compass wire, that's most likely going to work as well. I'm not too worried about that power. I can almost bet that that's got good power. It's usually never power going to the compass, but the compass light's probably shot. So got quite a list of things to do now. Okay, so this light works good, but my horn here, my horn does not. So nothing from my horn. But if you listen to it, I could probably make it, I don't know, let me see here. Got a little bit of sound, but nothing much, so I need a horn. Okay, so now I know I need to order a horn and I need to order a compass, but my light right here, that's good to go, so I don't need to change that. Run the wires over there, so I'm actually looking pretty good. What is this? So there's a, not sure why there's a butt connector there in between, but yeah, that's that. So let me go ahead and go order those two components before I forget. I'll go ahead and move on to getting these speakers out, so that way I can fix the speaker wire, run the speaker wire over there, and then once I get, you know, my horn and speaker wire over there, I can hook up my two speakers, put all this back together and be done with this section. I'd like to be able to, you know, put this back in. I don't know if I'll get it back in today, because the compass, I won't have the compass in, and then also we need this open for our GPS to get put up in here as well. Okay, so I was able to find a compass. We got a compass coming, but the horn is actually kind of a predicament. I can't find the same size, so I spent quite a bit of time trying to find that. Those things, like, I wonder what that is, but yeah, so I gotta find a horn still. Other than that, I got to leave, so that's going to be it for today. Tomorrow when we come in, I will go ahead and we will get our two speakers in. Once the speakers are in, get our wires ran for the speakers. This is pretty much ready for the horn. I know the voltage is good, so I can put all, you know, my wires back here. Horn I'll be waiting on. I might get that tomorrow, I might not. But once I get done with that, then we'll go ahead and put our dash in with all these switches and get those put into place. I got an antenna coming, so we'll be able to put the wires in for the antenna, and probably even maybe even get a key switch in, get our lanyard in, get this side pretty much together with all of our dash components. And with that, that'll allow us to then work on all of our wiring and stuff here, get our steering pump over there, because if you look, this is all boat stuff, and then that's all engine stuff. So I'm pretty much, you know, if I get this stuff up out the way, then that's going to look really clean and give us a lot of working space. Based on where these wires are, I think I'm going to put something up here to put zip ties to hook like these wiring harnesses to, or maybe something here that will allow me to get some tension relief off all these wires once I get them up there and get them clean. But that's how we'll start tomorrow, is these two speakers. We'll pull them out and get our wires ran to the speakers.